Well, I finally made it. After decades, I am finally here. Ecola State Park, home to the filming locations of the Goonies. And it's right over here where the Fratelli's Lighthouse Lounge was located. Built just for the movie and removed after filming. Nestled down in that little corner is where the restaurant was, where the Fratellis were hiding out. So check this out. They actually have some signage here. The Goonies 1985. And this is where the Fratelli family hideout was, the Lighthouse Lounge. I really, really wish it was still here. And a lot of people think that's it. That is absolutely not it. It was back there in that corner over there. And it was just created for the film. And then it was removed. So it is not here. Just look at this. There's Haystack Rock. This is where the Goonies did all the steps across here, and they were skipping. I have wanted to come out here for so many years, and to finally be here, it's just amazing. And there's a huge parking lot right there. This is crazy to be up here on this mountainside with the ocean right there. I mean, just look at the view. So we are in the spot where the Goonies were just trekking right through here. And back here, this is it, guys. This is where the Lighthouse Lounge was. Right back here in this corner. This is it. This is the spot. I would say it was right here in this little nook right here. Just look at that view. But this is the spot. This is where they saw the ORV with bullet holes. This is where Chunk ran into the door and opened it. This is where Mama Fratelli served the boys the discolored water. This is where Sloth was. And we are on the ground of the Goonies. How cool is this? Man. So this is 2026, so we're talking 41 years ago. Possibly 42 years ago when they filmed it. But 41 years ago, I saw the movie, The Goonies, at the theater. I was just a kid. I never knew one day I would be here in the spot. Right here. Okay, we're gonna walk down this paved trail here. And if you see it, you already know. There's the tree from the Goonies. The kids walk right past that tree as they're heading up the hillside right here to the Fratelli's hideout. And all these years later, the tree is still there. They've recently had some landslides and things here, so I was lucky enough to be able to drive up here. The park had actually been closed for a few months, and it just worked out, thankfully, that it's open and I was able to drive up here. But this is it. This is in the movie. As they would say, a screen-used prop, but not a prop, it's a real tree. Screen used here. So the Goonies, they come trekking right through this area, right past this tree. I think they used like an overhead crane shot, and they captured this very unique tree trunk in the shot. That's it. So they went past that, and then they went up the hill as they were trying to pinpoint the spot on the map. Now this is another spot right here from the movie, which I can't go any further than this, but it was somewhere right in here. I'm thinking it was like right here. This is where you see the kids coming up over the hill with their bikes. So they come over this hill and they drop their bikes right there, and then they proceed over here to the tree and up the hill to the Lighthouse Lounge. So when they come over the hill, you see all of that in the background. Now, a lot of people think that this little shack over here is from the movie, and it is not. So, unfortunately, like I said, the spot is over there, right up there, but it is gone. But just look at the view here. This is absolutely amazing. There's Haystack Rock. That's Cannon Beach. Wow, this is awesome. Just look at this. So these are the landslides where the ground gave away. All right, we are here at the jail in Astoria. Wow. So this is where the movie begins. It is right here, the very opening scene of the Goonies. You schmuck, do you really think I'd be stupid enough to kill myself? And this is right here where he was hanging. People have written all over these walls, stickers. Wow, this is crazy. I am inside the jail cell from the opening scene of the Goonies. There's Sloth, and there's Data's outfit. So if you're familiar with the movie, you know the guard comes right down here to see where the Fratelli inmate is, and he comes around here and finds him hanging right here in this spot. Very cool. There's a bunch of Goonies memorabilia. here's the back side. So here's the cell. This is a tiny little jail. They couldn't hold too many inmates in here. Here's Sloth. Look at this. There's One-Eyed Willie back there and all of his loot. All right, so of course they have a gift shop over here with all the Goonies merchandise. Really cool shirts here.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can always go in there afterwards, yeah.
$25.
You're welcome.
I got the jewels.
For an adult, $4 for a youth, and it gets you into all three museums. If you're interested in doing that, they're all open until 4 p.m. today. Bye-bye, sir. Safe travels.
He wants to know if the Fratelli is still here.
I guess you're gonna have to go find out. I don't know. You should. You should.
Well, here's the Jeep. This is a replica. I don't believe the original Jeeps are even around anymore, but this is really cool. They've got the, this is a cool little touch they did. They've got the saltine crackers in here from Mama Fratelli. And if you look, they've got the bullet holes. ORV, bullet holes. That's it. And across the street is the Fratelli house, and this is where Mikey's dad worked in the movie. So I'm going to be heading over there and check that out, see if the flagpole is still there. But here's the last shot of the jail. There it is. $6 a person. And part of movie history. Okay, so I'm gonna be heading here across the street, right over here to this Fratelli house, if I'm saying it correctly. And, oh, I already see the flagpole. Yep, flagpole is right there. All right, so this is where we're going, right here. Okay, here we go, the Fratelli House Museum. And it was right here. This is where Mikey and the guys came down the hill on their bikes. And Mikey's dad was putting the flag up or down or something, but he was right here at this flagpole. This is it. So they would have been coming down the road right here, and I think it went something like, "Hey Mikey, hey Dad." And his dad was right here at this flagpole. All right, well, we've got some other locations to go find. But we are here in Astoria, Oregon. Okay, so just behind me is where Rosalita was caught in the middle of the street in the police chase. Right here behind me where this Astoria Coffee Company is. So right here is the crosswalk. And this is where the police chase scene happened. Rosalita was right here on Leif Erikson Drive. And the building is green now, but back in 1985, it was blue. So this is where it happened, and I'm gonna actually cross right now. So right here, this is where it happened. And this looks like a really cool place. This is the Astoria Coffee Company. Right here on the corner of Leif Erikson and 37th Street. And you can see they fully embraced the movie. They've got all the Goonies signage up. And this is cool too. They've got this Astoria Coffee Company, kind of has the logo from the movie. All right, I have made it over to the Columbia Bowl, and this is during the opening scenes of the movie where Chunk is inside this window right here watching the Fratelli police chase. It happened right here in this window. In fact, there's the drink, there's Chunk's shirt, and it happened right here. It even says Lawrence, which we know is Chunk's real name. And we are right here on Marine Drive and 8th Street here in downtown Astoria. And check out that bridge out there. But yeah, this is a bowling alley. Pretty busy street out here. And Chunk was right here in the very opening of the movie, looking out this window, watching the police chase as it sped right through here. Well, we have parked and we are now going to trek up the street here, and up there on top of the hillside is the Goonies House. We are officially now in the Goondocks. Got a nice sidewalk here. Just love the architecture on these houses. And right behind me is a school, the John Jacob Astor School, and there is a little bit of parking near the school. You definitely want to be very respectful as you walk through here. Don't litter, don't be loud, don't park on the residential area right here. So here's a bed and breakfast, Benjamin Young Inn. Got the water out there. So we're gonna walk to the end of the street and make a left, and we will be at the Goonies House. All right, they've even got a sign up here just for the Goonies fans. So you park that way and you walk this way. No driving up to the house. And the house is right up there. So as I'm walking through Astoria here, it's fitting that the weather is cool and overcast. I mean, it's just like the movie. So it really sets the mood and the tone for this trip. Oh, look at that. The Goonies House in all its glory. We are here. Like they're doing a little bit of construction up here, but the guy told us to come on through. I'm sure they're used to this. Well, we made it. We are officially at the Goonies house. And this was Data's house. Right here was Data's house. And this is definitely the view from the movie. At the bridge heading over into Washington State. And Data came across the wire over here. And there's Mikey's bedroom where the telescope was. And that's where the truffle shuffle happened. Wow, they've really embraced the movie, thankfully. There's the mailboxes. Yeah, there's the line from Data's house. They've actually got it here. That's where he comes crashing into the door right there. And there's the front porch. They've got the mailboxes out here. Wow, I'm really thankful that the owner of this home embraces the movie and welcomes people. Now, of course, you cannot drive up here, and don't even think of stepping past this fence right here. They've got the Walsh name up there. That's awesome. They've even got the screen on the door broken where Data went through. Yep, and that's where the telescope was at. Oh, I'd love to go inside there. So right down here in this spot is where Brand took the bike from the little girl, Data's sister. It was right here in this spot. This is where she said, I want my bike, I want my bike. Right here. This is where it happened. The house is right there. And just below the house, I did locate a sticker of Adam the Woo right there. Miss you, Adam. Rest in peace, buddy. All right, well, this is farewell to the Goonies house. Okay, and straight ahead, this is Mouth's house. This is where the police chase continued, right up the street here behind me. And Mouth was inside the kitchen with his dad, working on the sink, looking out that window right there. And that's where he got squirted in the face with the water from the kitchen sink. And right behind us, that's where the police chase continued. But there it is. That is Mouth's house from the Goonies. All right, I am now in Cannon Beach, and we are going to walk down to Haystack Rock, which is right down here. Okay, so here we are. This is the spot where the Fratellis are in the Jeep making their getaway from the police. And they come right down here and they put it in four-wheel drive and they join the beach truck race. They come right through here. You can see this wall to my left in the movie. They drive right down through here onto the beach. And in the movie, you can totally see this wall right here. You can see this yellow stripe. So they got this little bridge right here. But here we are at the beach. This is Cannon Beach, and there is Haystack Rock. So over there is Ecola State Park. That's where the Fratelli's hideout was, Lighthouse Lounge. And this is where they were on the beach in the Jeep, heading down that way. I'm getting closer and closer. Haystack Rock is 235 feet tall. We're talking like, you know, a 20-story building right there. It's pretty massive. It's quite cold and windy out here. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video. It is sleeting out here, it is freezing, it is windy, and it is time to leave the beach. Thanks for watching.